welcome to Dinks with Kinks Live. We're here. We're in costume. We're being sexy.
We are being
I am
sexy.
your host.
We
I
are
am your
being
host,
sexy.
John Dondero, and with me, as always, a very sexy bound Superman lady, Miss Rebecca.
Hello, everyone.
And I don't know what the fuck Shep is, but that's a Shep, and he's wearing a mask, and he looks all dommy and
I know, right?
Good evening.
No,
creepy. That's borderline creepy.
it's not.
When he is like looking like not being able to see his eyes, I want to see like the text right after it. We are anonymous,
Different
but
mask.
he, I was gonna say he can't do that because there's not enough Cheeto stains on that mask.
Oh my god.
Yeah, right.
It's very eyes wide shut.
Very eyes wide shut. Um, but yeah, it's Halloween. It's like Halloween weekend. We're doing like Halloween
Yay.
stuff.
I know. We're being all
Um,
spoopy.
Spoopy. I love
You got a case
Halloween
of the
kink.
spoopies too? Man, I want to get those.
Because like if you really think about like when it comes to kink and Halloween, I mean, can you think of a better holiday that goes hand in hand except people with Santa Claus's fetish?
No.
Yeah. In
Like
fact,
it's
you
the
can
one
do
time.
Santa Claus fetish on Halloween.
Yeah. Like it's the one holiday where it's like everything is quote unquote sexy. And like you can like that's your excuse to buy your costume for the rest of the year. Like, oh, I want that role
Mm-hmm.
play. I want to role play like a schoolgirl, or I want to role play like a bad cop. Like,
Absolutely. Like
Hmm.
this is the year where cosplay, I mean costuming in general, role play, just general spooky kinky stuff. It's a good time to like go do goth sex, which
goth,
most goth sex, which is essentially just regular
oh,
BDSM, but it's
goth
what the
sex,
norms
not
are.
golf sex. I thought you said golf sex. I was like, I mean, that some people are into that.
I
Okay.
I mean, we
mean, we
can do
haven't covered that
golf
fetish
sex
yet.
too. You can go bang on the green, hole in one, all and whatnot.
Yeah,
Yell four before you nut.
I approve.
Yeah, I would do that. I'd be in for that.
I would too.
Just in play on the rough. Sean, get out of here. No. So, what all of our costumes? Go ahead. We'll start with Miss Rebecca. Go ahead and give us a
I
little.
am a Renaissance Superman. Now, okay, I would like to be pointed out. I got this corset. I am not like I have like really nice corsets, so this corset's actually pissing me off because it's $15, has no support and no like shape, but it went with my outfit, so that's why I have it. But I have like the whole Renaissance Superman vibe.
I fucking love it.
Yes.
It is
So
very
there you go.
Justice League bondage because you got the Superman outfit, but you got a little bit of gold in there for the Wonder Woman. Like I like it. Did you know that Wonder Woman was actually written by a kink positive person about their mistress?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Hey, Kel.
and they were into bondage. That's like they were into bondage. That's how they found out. That's why she has the lasso of truth. Like,
That's right. Which fascinates me when like you have something like that originate. People don't associate Wonder Woman with kink, outside of people who have superhero kinks, but this iconic character was literally written for fetish.
look at her. Look at her entire outfit. Can we talk about that? Like, she has the cuffs, seriously, and like the rope, really, and these knee high boots with like this whole corset outfit. Seriously, like it's like just paint it all black, and it is a BDSM kitten's dream. Like
Absolutely. What about you, Shep? Like, go ahead and give us like the full rundown of your mask, your hat.
Oh, it's a failed attempt at a costume, but you can actually relate it to the older Roman Greek style dominations and kind of sex party masks that they had back in the day.
I like it. Actually, you know what? It works. It works pretty well. I in fact am a daddy dom top.
Yeah. Oh,
Yep.
oh, really? I really
Yeah,
like
just
your
just regular
tie. Yeah.
normal daddy dom top. Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm. I
Mhm.
mean,
Yeah. Nothing.
okay.
I didn't want to go crazy. Oh yeah.
What's
Uh,
that?
I
What's that?
guess. Uh, hmm.
What's that? Well, if
I
you're a daddy
I
Don top, what's
guess.
that on the bottom?
Well, listen. What had happened was, and my camera doesn't want to turn off. What had happened was, I am not just a dom. I'm a switch too. So, daddy dom top, sub
Hmm.
sissy bottom.
Yay!
That's why I like
I
posted on
love
my Facebook that I was looking for heels, and oh my god, I'm just gonna tell you right now. That's why on Wednesday, when we did the Halloween episode, and my legs were really pale, they're shaved. That's why I shaved my legs for this whole get up.
it. Well, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, and that's all cool. Cool, cool, cool.
You know what?
I'm
I'm
here
gonna
for
tell you
it.
right now. I'm here for it too. Oh my god.
Mhm. Yeah. Nothing feels better than a fresh pair of shaved legs.
Oh yeah.
So yeah. So that and I added I'm sort of loving this harness though.
Oh my god, Calvin, hold on. Calvino, I just listened to the amputees episode, and I'm gonna go out on a limb and say I nubbed it a lot.
Do you see my response? I love and I'm staring you in Rouge right now.
Hmm.
Choo choo, pew pew.
Anywho, so yeah, I was like, I'm gonna go all out. So I had to like look everywhere for a pair of size 10 high heels
There are
that
actually
didn't
a lot
cost
of
me
them.
$90.
Oh, Goodwill. Goodwill has like size 10s everywhere.
No, not in heels. Apparently, in my area, the three places that were highly recommended were the three places that were out. The only thing that had
Oh,
size 10 in women's shoes were tennis shoes.
gotcha.
Or like, granny flats.
Oh, granny flats. Oh, fair. Because they're probably
Yeah.
transitioning.
Yeah, it's true. And I mean, don't get me wrong, walking in heels is definitely a acquired skill that I haven't yet acquired, but I'm working on it.
I love
No
heels.
worries, Cavino. I can help you with the knife play.
We can help you with the knife play.
We can. We
All
have a
we
whole
got to do
episode for
is
that.
stare in a rouge for a little bit.
I got my sword tonight to help you out with that too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
See, I was
sword.
it's just short.
So, what has been your favorite costume that you've ever worn? Or okay, let me take that back. What has been the kinkiest costume you've ever pulled off as a Halloween costume?
Was a Halloween costume?
Yeah,
Hmm.
well, we're doing Halloween, so let's because what we do in the
Mm,
bedroom, I've worn some weird shit in the bedroom, but I've also worn some weird shit out.
I think it's the same thing I said on Wednesday. It was the Greek goddess. And I was very exposed. Like it was like literally in the satin feel and the whole like I was very exposed and it was all tied up. Like I was tied, like there was no pins, it wasn't sewed. I literally tied everything. So yeah, that has to be the kinkiest
What about
for
you, Mr.
Halloween.
Shep?
Can't say I've ever done really kinky on the costume side. I've done, horror stuff. But otherwise, it's always been the uh, functional dom stuff because of the events, and you know how I get hot fast when working the crosses and such. So always had to be the
You're usually
functional
nude
dom.
around Halloween. Yeah.
I am
Easy,
usually
dude.
quite get a little nude as the night goes because it does get quite hot.
I mean, I
I
can't say
mean,
there's anything wrong with that.
And yes, Calvino, it is, and yes, it's real.
what about you, John?
Oh, I mean, that's a good one. I've done like a lot of like sexy costumes. Like I said, I know I've talked about this on the other podcast, but I do have like a cross dressing fetish. I do like to dress up. It's hot. It's naughty. But better yet than that, I like to go out in it. Like a lot of people like to cross dress behind the scenes. I never really got to do that with like a partner or anything like that, but it was a good excuse to go out and people are like, hot damn, you look good.
Mhm.
And that is just there's something very like naughty and raw about that. I like it. I like it a lot.
I think Halloween is a great, like you're saying, like a kink holiday, is because people are allowed at that, like it's almost like they allow themselves to explore for one night, explore that part of themselves. Like
Mhm.
for people who aren't into that kink stuff, like I know because of my religious background, like that was like the one holiday they allowed themselves to experiment. It's sort of, and that was it's I like that in itself. It's like, oh, you wanna dress up like a sexy secretary. Like that's a kink. You want to wear leather and be that, that's a kink. And it's allowing them to like experiment with all of those things. And I like that. I
Yeah.
like Halloween for that. Yeah.
It really does lower the inhibition of expectation. Because, like I said, I was
Hmm.
outside. I was out in my hometown, which is not a very progressive town. I live next to Charlotte, which is super progressive, but like I'm in my like very Republican era town, and I'm shopping for high heels. I didn't get one odd look when I went up there and checked them out wearing high heels and a skirt, and I looked at them and I said, "Yep, just shopping for a costume." Nobody batted an eye. And I'm like,
Yeah, it's one of those
any
few
other day,
nights
they'd be
where
like,
mm,
go ahead.
I was saying it's one of those nights where some of the people feel less judged
Hmm. Because they are.
because I mean, then they're really not dressing up any time any way that they would otherwise,
Yeah.
but they can
Well,
feel more relaxed and more accepted.
Mhm.
people are less judgy. Not just so
Yes,
much less being judged, but people are less judgy at Halloween. So it does give that like free, ability. Because like I said, if I walked out anywhere right now, I wouldn't get a second look other than, oh my God, is that your Halloween costume? Yes. And that would be the end of that conversation. Now, if I did this on like, September or something like that, you might get an eye or two like, "Why are you dressed in a short skirt and heels and look like a principal on the top?" And I go,
super sub and her naked putty.
"Super
Super
sub." Oh
sub.
my
That's
god,
that's
that's who
it.
you
That's
are.
it, Jim. I'm super sub.
That's it. We have literally gone the trifecta. We have super sub, the
Hmm.
dastardly dom, and the
And the
full switch.
switch. And the full switch. Yes. And we did not plan that. And that's what even makes it even freaking better is that we didn't plan any of this.
No, it was really funny. Like the only person who saw my costume probably before we even recorded was Shep because I made him take a picture of me. Like we had to do a little photo shoot, and I'll post
Mhm.
full pictures on our Discord. If you want to check our Discord, I'll post in
Yay.
the Dinks with Kings chat like right now. Like my
Right
full costume
now,
right now. I'm doing it. So y'all talk about
do
some
it.
spooky
Right
Halloween
here,
shit.
right now.
Do it like the good switch you are.
Hmm.
Watch it now. Only bottom for ladies.
There.
Then explain them tender forehead kisses. Boy.
Fair
Ooh.
enough.
Also fair. What is a Halloween costume that you saw somewhere along the way, or any type of costume that you saw that you like? It was almost like that whole TikTok where it says "Ding, kink unlocked." Like you looked at it and went, "Oh, I'm into that." Like, is there a
Hmm.
costume that you looked at
That's a good
and
question for
thought,
our audience, actually.
well,
That's a
they can
great
answer it as well.
question.
Hmm.
I mean, for me, like I've always loved Halloween. I have a pantyhose fetish, and name a holiday where people wear more pantyhose.
Oh, there's a whole like section in Spirit Halloween of just hosiery. Like,
I mean, all the nurses, they
Except
remind
for
me
the
of the
color
old candy
green.
stripe nurse porns. So, yes, I mean,
The color
Oh, you're a
green.
Candy Striper fan? Yeah, I could not. So I was doing a thing where I had to wear like I was gonna get a pair of tights and wear them on top as like arm sleeves. So I have green sleeves because I don't have a long green sleeve shirt. Every color tights except for green on motherfucking Halloween. Couldn't even find a morph suit. What is going on with America? Where have we gone wrong? It's
Mm.
time to make America green again.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
um
And I've
yeah.
always been a fan of every variety and version of the goth style. Whether it's the European goth, executive goth, just all those styles
Mhm.
always pull me in.
Um
What about you?
I'm thinking. I'm thinking. I'm going through my
Give her time. You see the thinking face is engaged? Mm.
You know, I have discovered I might have a new kink. This is not Halloween related, but I saw a picture the other day and it really turned me on. And so like I went down a rabbit hole and I might have a new kink.
which is
I discovered a new one. Snake constriction. Women wrapped up in giant snakes. And I know that terrifies you, but
okay. I first off, I know that there's a thing. Everybody's into something, but I
yeah.
actually have seen those pictures on professional photo websites. Like I, as a graphic designer, I have to go searching for images and stuff, and so I went and searched for a snake image because I needed the texture, the skin texture, and there was an entire collection of women wrapped in snakes. I have actually seen that. So I'm not surprised.
Yeah. Well, it was weird because like I was strolling through fetish stuff. I was looking for stuff for research and whatnot, and then it was recommended. It's like, well, maybe you like this, barring your other worship, because my absolute my porn algorithms are destroyed because of the podcast.
Mhm.
Or is that work
Or have they
related?
been
Oh,
Um,
enhanced?
don't even start with me, Flavor Mayhem. I will lay all your shit bare. What?
I was about to say, what about the Cavino or Dorian or Flavored Mayhem or let's see here, who else we got there? Cavino,
yeah,
what about
you
your costume enjoyments?
yeah. Let's hear from our audience
Calling
as
them
well.
out today.
I know a
Um,
costume that, like, okay, this is gonna sound cheesy. Oh shit. Like it really is. But I went to the
Stop judging
Renaissance
yourself so
Festival.
much. This is a non-judging
I
thing.
know. I know. No kink shaming. I realize not even to yourself. But like there's something like really hot, and I guess maybe it's a like because they look very dommy about like those guys in that are shirtless, but like they have like the leather get up and like they're like they look very barbarian or piratey, and they just they're shirtless with like their, you know what I'm talking about,
I
like
I know a
Because you're
guy who
talking
wears
about me
that
the second half of
day.
my purgatory nights.
Yeah, second half of it for sure. I also know a guy who wears like that outfit everywhere he goes. Mr. Norris, who works with
Mm,
us in single cell. He
yeah.
is always dressed like a Viking from the waist down and shirtless. I don't know how he does it, no
Yeah,
matter
that's
what the
like
weather is.
that's exactly
Not
what it is. A
Halloween.
Viking from waist down and like shirtless on the waist up. Yeah.
He is a gorgeous specimen. Shep rolling his eyes. I'm like, sorry. 1010
Oh,
would top Norris. Just saying.
oh.
It's the daddy dom in me.
Mm. Top five would be in no order.
All right, give us your top five. But yeah, no, I was searching it and then I looked at the image and I was just like, I've seen these images all my life and I've never been into them.
Hmm.
And then suddenly I'm just like, now I'm aroused by it. And I'm like, what has changed in my brain? Have I just evolved? Like,
Suddenly see more.
well, yeah, I mean, that's kind of like, and I know it's not Halloween related, but I brought it because it happened this week and it was one of those things where out of nowhere, this happened, and I'm like, did I develop a new kink? I know I'm not repressed in any sort of way. I mean, I'm here every week talking about kink. Um,
I don't
but
think
I'm just
so. I
like,
I mean, it's the same way with me in breath play and choking. I for the longest time had I would have a physical anxiety reaction of people just even getting near my neck, and then all of a sudden it was like, ding, your kink unlocked. It's just something just sort of
yeah.
happens, and you're like, I'm fucking into that. All right, cool.
Honestly, it wasn't even the snake. It was just like it was tight bondage.
Mhm.
And like the breath play in that, and I'm like, that's what kind of made it hot because she was you could see in her eyes that she was into it, but she also had that like, oh my god, I can't breathe. And
How
I'm
tight
like,
was it?
pretty tight.
Hmm.
Tight like a toiga.
Toik, toik, toik. But I
So
mean, it's that whole fear thing too, that scare arousal type thing, you know? But it also makes sense, John, because you're into quicksand and you like the struggle and you like watching the
mhm.
women, drowning, not drowning, but like struggling in quicksand. So it makes sense that you would be into like those pictures because then those are very much a very similar aspect.
Well, yeah, and that's why I've seen them 100 times before because I have that kink and like, it's related kink. So they'd always send me that and I'm like, It's never really done anything for me." I'm just like, "Okay, that's cool. Yeah. Whatever. Whatever. Whatever." And then I'm just like, "Hmm. Oh, okay. I agree with everything Calvino just said. Yucal, Murako from My Hero Anime. Can't say the other one from Bleach, Bayonetta, and Femboy Link. Oh my god, Femboy Link,
Yorichi, oh. Yorichi. Goodness.
Femboy Link.
And that's why he's the
I'm gonna
number
tell you
one
right
fan.
now, I am
Number
110%
fan.
into Femboy Link in Breath of the Wild.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Mm. I don't have a type when it comes to women, but I definitely have a type when it comes to men.
Uh, I guess I'm
Reasonable
not
and
picky
submissive.
either way. I was like, do I have a type? Mm,
You know
And
what I
whatever
think it
type
would
turns you on,
remind.
that's your type.
And
mhm.
we talked about a little bit like about this episode that comes out tomorrow when we talk BBW. By the way, it comes out
Yay.
everywhere you like podcasts on Sunday, so you should check it out, download it, and rate it. Tell your friends about it. Help spread the word. That being said, but yeah, growing up, women I never had a type. Men definitely have a type.
I thought I had. Here's my thing: is I thought I had a female type, like being I didn't have a male type. Like I was like, I don't have like that. I like everyone, but
Yeah,
all the different types of body types. But I, for the longest time, thought I only liked lipstick lesbians, femme lesbians, and over the years, it's just like, but I find them attractive, and they're very, masculine, and I find them attractive, and it's one of those. I just ended up going, I just like them. I just like why
yeah.
try to categorize like I just like them, men, women. Okay, yay.
You know what? 110%. All about
But
it.
she is partial to in the Navy.
You can sell the 7 Cs in the Navy. She's gonna make the wave herself.
It's so super wise for me in the Navy.
Oh, especially if you're like thick bearded, a thick bearded man with a hairy chest and a naval uniform.
Fuckers. That's not cute.
Hey, what can I say? It's not my fault.
We,
You talk on a podcast, we know all your weaknesses. She does, in fact,
You're
bring
right.
all the
forgive
semen
us
to
for
the
paying
yard.
attention to you. Mm-mm-mm.
Firefighter Aroogs, motherfucker. Even now, all my friends that are not like BSBN, all my friends outside of podcasting, like they've started listening to the podcast, they often say something about, oh, hey, so you gonna put out that fire? Fucking damn it.
Do you? Okay, so okay, that's the fun thing to talk about. Now that
What?
okay, our podcast has grown, our stream has grown, and it's kind of like
Uh-huh.
gone outside the circle of our close knit friends, especially
Yeah.
like our audio podcast, Think with Kinks. And you listen to it everywhere you enjoy podcasts. Um, and now I'm getting like people like will come up to me and make a reference that I don't know them that way, and
Mhm.
then they make that reference at me, and I'm like, I don't honestly know how I feel about this. I mean, I'm always
Right?
like, outwardly just like, oh, hi, you listen to the podcast, cool, you've made that reference. I get that reference, and I'm happy to hear it because I am always happy when someone listens to my content. But in the other way, I'm like, I don't know you like that. Like, it's weird. We started making content for our friends,
Mhm.
and then suddenly now we're making content
For everyone. We have. And
for
I
everyone.
I like how we've grown. Like it has gotten beyond just talking, and like we've grown and we've reached that wide audience. And I like that so much. I like the fact that people are like, "Oh, ooh, are you like I listened to that episode." I was like, "Oh, great. I'm so glad." And
Yeah.
they discover things about themselves. I think that that's what I love about it. Like even though I don't know them that well, they're like,
And,
"You really helped me." And I'm like, "That's great. I'm so glad." You know?
Oh,
and that's going to be the
absolutely.
first news
Now,
header. Super sub Rebecca puts out all the fires in California, like Kavina says.
if you need fires put out, just call the Navy and Rebecca.
Super sub Rebecca.
She wouldn't even be mad about it. Look how happy she's okay with it.
That's
But
it.
I'm
That's it.
okay
I'm
with
writing
this
some
mate.
fanfic, some literotica about Super Sucks Rebecca.
The one
And
person
now I'll read it
firehouse.
on Shep Stories.
Yeah, yeah, I will. Da, da, da.
Would you read erotica if me and Rebecca wrote it on your steamy erotic story?
Ooh.
That's a good question.
I'd have to
Would you read
Yeah.
proofread
that?
it first, but maybe.
You can proofread it as much as you want. I just want to know if you would read something that came out from the mind of mine or Rebecca. Whose story do you think would be more vulgar, mine or Rebecca's?
Vulgar?
Yeah, or okay, more illicit. Let's say.
I mean, you would purposely do it. She would do it for the
No,
flow of the story.
I don't think. See, I've written stories in the past. I don't go like I am. This is funny. I am actually a writer. I used to write. I write scripts, all the stories like that. I am pretty light and I'm heavy on innuendo and imagery. I feel like a Root would be like, and then he shoved his massive throbbing cock into her quivering vagina.
Totally.
Smoking vagina.
Vagina? No, no. I would be
Cunt,
like, yeah, I would use cunt. I would use
throbbing
cunt
cunt,
totally. Pulsating, not throbbing, pulsating.
pulsing, quivering,
Pulsating cunt.
Smoking.
And then he
and then he
orgasmed.
orgasmed. Oh, I'm orgasming. Oh, I'm
Oh,
orgasming.
oh,
I'm orgasming.
Oh god.
oh, Jesus. That's not awkward. That's fine.
Oh, geez, Rick, we're coming, yo.
And then he jizzed in his pants.
Oh, make that a thing. I want adventures for Super Sub Rebecca. All right. All right. I will do it.
I would
I will.
actually enjoy
Blip.
that.
Would you the Super Sub Rebecca? Okay.
Well, I mean, I think actually, let's be honest. I think that would actually make a really fun story. Like, usually when you think of like superheroes, you don't think sub, and I think it would be
Yeah.
cool. Like the one thing I really enjoy.
Ban
Really
him.
overpower.
Ban him. Ban
All right,
him.
I'm banning Sean.
I just
Um, you know what? I can invite him in. Um,
No, just
I think it'd be like really fun to have like somebody who is like. That's what I really liked about She-Hulk
Mhm.
is that it kind of showed a more personal look at like someone just trying to be normal, but also
Mhm.
embracing superhero.
Who would be your arch nemesis? Oh, well,
John in some way.
Bible Thumper Betty, of course.
I will come for Ben.
Feminist Farah. Because being a sub is anti-feminist, apparently. Like you're not allowed to be like that's very like you're submitting to men. Like that would probably be
For
the
every neckbeard on the internet.
And see, with those stories though, we'd have to do a co-venture there, so we would have both of us reading parts.
Yeah. That being said, I'm going to do it. We're about halfway through our time, so we got something very big. We got something very exciting to say. We are going to snooze the normal ad that runs on this channel, and we're going to play our very
We have a
first.
normal ad that runs in this channel?
Yeah, unless you're a subscriber.
Oh, okay.
But we're snoozing it. We have our very first ad read. We have our very first sponsor as a company, and I am proud to announce my very first ad read of all time. I've never done this, so if it's horrible, I'm bad. But seriously, here you go. You guys ready for it? The world premiere of my very first ad read. Hold on, let me get back to it. Dinks with Kinks Live is brought to you by Manscaped, the best in below the waist grooming for men. Their products are precision engineered tools for your family jewels. Okay, let's just be real here. We have all done shady things to remove hair from down there. Everything from using the razor that you use up here, or like, those rusted scissors you find in your bathroom. You never bought them, but they've always been there. I have used everything from that cream that burns the hair off to doing something crazy like this. And I'm here to tell you there's absolutely a better way. The Performance Package 4.0 has arrived, and it is an absolute game changer. Inside this package, you'll find the Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer, Crop Preserver ball deodorant, Crop Reviver toner, Performance boxer briefs, and a travel bag to hold all your goodies. And it fits perfectly in there, just all in the bag. Except for the underwear, but you should keep that in your drawer. Don't keep underwear in your shave bag. That's weird. Anyway, the Lawnmower 4.0 is, this thing is amazing. I've never held a trimmer that seems so sturdy, so quiet. Just listen to this. It's their 4th generation trimmer. It features a cutting edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents thanks to their advanced skin safe technology. It's also waterproof and has this handy dandy little 4000K LED light. And you don't think you need that light until you get under there and you're like, ooh, I needed that light. Not only is it waterproof, not only that, but it is also waterproof, so you can use it in the bathtub, so no more getting those curly hairs everywhere. Haunt me. But moving on, not just that, you have the Weed Whacker, which is also waterproof and handy dandy. It is a proprietary skin safe technology which helps reduce nicks, snags, tugs, or those delicate nose hairs. And you know what? I found out that everybody has nose hairs. I got in there with mine, and it got so much out. I felt really old after that, but it worked amazing, and I didn't feel a thing. It just gone. Not only that, the Crop Preserver ball deodorant and Crop Reviver baller toner will change the way you approach hygiene routine. I've used both of these products, and I'm going to tell you right now, first off, I went 38 some odd years not realize I was chafing until I used that toner, that Reviver stuff that keeps you, helps with chafing. I have just been uncomfortable for 38 years. Nobody told me this. And that deodorant smells so good. I use it as hand lotion too. I'm just like, blah, 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 blah. Going to keep it right here too. But not only do you get all of that in the Performance 4.0 package, you're going to get these awesome underwear, which I am wearing right now, but I'm not going to show you because, sensors and whatnot. And a handy dandy little travel bag. And that travel bag fits all the goodies. This is amazing. So right now, if you go to manscaped.com, you can get 20% off and free shipping with code DWK20. That's DWK20 at manscaped.com. That's 20% off, free shipping. I'm telling you guys, it is amazing. Go there, do that, use code DWK20 at manscaped.com. Now, back to the stream.
Script up a bit so you're not looking down so much.
Oh, look at that. What do you
That
mean
was
move my
great.
script up a
I'm
bit?
so proud of you.
That code is DWK20. And I got to say, I actually, outside of this, Outside of this, I do love Manscaped. Like I went before and have used it every day since. That ball deodorant and that reviver
Ball toner.
toner. Yeah.
I'm gonna do an ad read and I'm gonna use mouse. She looks like a scrotum
That would
anyway.
be that cat has been manscaped. That's honestly how my junk feels like directly after. Yeah, just that smooth and that awesome. So, thank you, Manscaped, for seriously
Thank
sponsoring
you.
us. And guys, check them out. Like hit up manscaped.com. The link is in the chat. I can make it pop up again after a minute. Um, and yeah, DWK
I
20.
mean,
Save
the
us money.
holidays are coming up. I'm just saying, make your package the package she wants for Christmas. Like, I'm just saying.
It's all about the wrapping.
Yes.
No one wants hairy presents. Anyway.
I'm so proud of you, John. That was good.
Nobody wants to go down and
Oh,
come up
thank
with a
you.
hairball. I mean, you know.
Oh, isn't that the worst though? Isn't that the worst? You're like,
Yeah,
and you're trying to be, you're trying to be like not, you're trying to be discreet. You're just like,
Mm-hmm.
no, baby, I'm good.
Calvina, no one wants a jungle. No one wants a jungle safari.
Don't let your spouse get shafted.
But I will say this: when they say your balls will thank you, I always think that's a gimmick. No, my balls have thanked me every single day. There have been like, I have never felt this comfy. So I'm a little spoiled. I'm a spoiled baby now. I'm gonna have to say, yeah,
Nice.
gonna get it for the rest of my life. Thank God we have a code for it.
Dundare was very spoiled in the sack.
He is.
Mhm.
Have you seen Buttercup? Yeah, he is.
Not that sack.
I'm right.
Oh,
But that sack too.
I mean, still. My
mean,
my statement stands.
Everybody's sack. Let's see. Anyway, what were we talking
We're
about
talking
before the
about
ad break?
your balls. We're talking about your balls.
My balls are great and they are smooth. Um, no, we were talking about sub superheroes.
Oh yes, superhero subs
Yeah.
and
You should,
Rebecca the
and
super
not like
sub.
the really good sandwich.
I think that I think that would be fun, and I think my arch nemesis would definitely be like Franny the feminist, or Bible thumping Betty. You know,
Frederica the feminist.
What is explain Franny the feminist?
well, a lot of females, like especially it's not so much in the male, but for those who are what I like to call toxic feminists, very
Mm-hmm.
militant feminists, the ones that are like very anti submitting to men, very much like love your makeup or oh thank you. It's those women who think any type of submission, any type of taking second, to men, if you're not out trying to be better and assert yourself as the best as a female, then you are instantaneously like, you're not a feminist, you're not in support of women, you're not in support of women's rights, and that's not at all what
Yeah.
being a sub is. And I think that that's what it's very anti that. Like, you're not submitting because you are being forced to, you're submitting because you're choosing to. And submission is not
You're very
it's a
into
whole
women
thing.
getting what they want, how they want it.
Yes.
I mean, I don't believe militant anything is good. Like, there's no
Mm-mm.
side that if you get militant at, it's good. Like militant liberal, militant Republican, militant anti feminist, militant feminist. There's no side. Like,
Mm-mm.
even LGBT, you have the militant people on both sides. I'm like, neither one of that's productive, neither one of that's healthy, and neither one of that gives people the ability to be who they want to be.
Mhm.
You know, I don't have to be a certain way. Yes, I have to respect your wishes to be who you want to be, but I don't have to be that way. And when you get militant on that side, it's just it's garbage because there is no leeway there.
Mhm. You could
'Cause
have
I mean,
also
I like
another villain could be closed-minded Cletus.
closed-minded Cletus.
Closed-minded
Mhm.
clitoris. What?
Yeah,
No,
unfair.
all clitorises are open-minded.
Okay, just making sure.
I
Or at
mean,
least
that's
once
also
you
fair.
open them, they're pretty minded about it.
What about you, Saknor? What kind of costumes really get you going on Halloween time?
Neva's had some doozies of kick-ass costumes.
Well, no, I mean, yes, he done a lot of kick-ass costumes. I'm like, which ones he likes as the eye candy.
Yeah, like what is his favorite eye candy? You know, one of my favorite one is. I'm not even a DC fan, but Poison Ivy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
That's a very typical one though.
yeah,
And
not big on
Catwoman.
Harley Quinn.
No, I'm not either.
Yeah,
But Catwoman, a lot of people are into Catwoman because they, the full leather, pleather PVC suit,
whip.
whip. Yeah. Claws.
Yes.
Very dominatrixy.
Yes.
What about the red
Oh yeah,
pill,
red
the
pill, the
toxic?
toxic masculinity of integer.
Ouch.
Calvino knows. Yeah, and his army of neckbeards and incel warriors.
Oh my
I, I'm
god.
I'm
Yeah.
glad I'm not in the know this time. Actually, I'm glad. And please don't inform me.
Uh, I read all about it on internet. I mean, you see it all the time. I see it as a streamer defending like our content for this podcast a lot.
What do you mean?
Oh, just people like, oh, I don't. They get very neckbeardy pretty quickly.
How so?
Neckbeardy. Just like, well, women
Educate us.
don't. Hmm. So I go to a lot of fetish forums and talk about a lot of things. And like I said, men don't know how to talk to women about fetishes. Men don't know how to talk about fetish and kink at all. But they don't blame themselves for not knowing how to communicate. They blame women for being uptight and only wanting the bad boy straight vanillas. They don't want to explore the world of kink.
Oh.
And I'm like, that is absolutely not true. You were just bad at communicating and you probably need to touch grass and take a bath.
I think yeah, and I think those are the type of people who also see women like me who are able to talk about their kinks and it's very upfront and very like they know the rules and they do the thing and they're like when they cross a line or they think that they can do whatever they want and you're like no, they're like well like you're kinky. I'm like, I'm not easy. And I'm not like I just what? No, you're toxic is what you are.
Yeah, the consent deniers of the internet,
Oh,
and
those.
they're
Yes.
awful on the internet.
Hmm.
And that's a lot of what I see out there too. Like I have introduced friends, people of our community, to certain kink groups that I belong to because of my magic genital powers, and they're like, "Well, I'm interested to see more about this world and meet other people." And I'm like, "You're not gonna like it." I was like, "This is not a healthy community where you can be female because females don't exist there." And it's not even so much that they are unwelcome there, it's that they're too welcome and they're not respected. They're not like, "Oh, you're just here, let's be consentful." "Oh, no, you're in this fetish group. Let me show you my dick."
Hmm. So many people mistake sexual confidence and sexual comfort in
Yeah.
themselves. They mistake that for, well, you want it. No, the fuck I don't. Thank you. I'm
No.
good. I'm good.
Just because I'm into it doesn't mean I'm into it with you.
Just because I'm into it doesn't mean I want it in me.
Yeah, yeah. And I think that that's really I think it's really sad that as a woman, as a female, that I have to be way more conscious about that and be way more careful about that than a lot of
Mhm.
my male counterparts. Like I mean,
Unfortunately, so yes.
it is unfortunate, and I'm not saying well, it's not like it's going to change. But I hope it will change eventually. But I know that it's not. I know that that's just
No.
something that I need to be careful about and conscious about because, there are just some guys and men and even some women who just take things.
Absolutely, and you know what? I'll tell you what, the gay community, deals with it just as much as women do
Oh,
because,
yeah,
like I said,
absolutely.
in fact, they get it worse because they get the, what I like to call closet cases. The
Those
people
are
who are
all
like,
God. Yes.
yeah, but they just assume everyone's out to hook up. So, like, I've been on gay dating apps, and I have gay friends, and yeah, it is honestly just like, let me show you my dick pic. That's how I'm gonna start the conversation. I'm like, well, okay, I'm
No.
here for it, but that's why I'm on this app. But that's not what this app is for.
Mhm,
So you immediately like, I will not talk to those people, even though I
mhm,
am absolutely there to hook up, and I am all for hooking up. I am not gonna hook up with someone who opens a gate with, "I don't respect consent."
What about if it's a
mm.
spicy pepper? You don't like the spicy
Well, there
pepper?
have been some spicy peppers. Dude, I had somebody send me, like, the best dick pic I have ever seen in my life. I was just like, "I might go full gay for this guy." But unfortunately, I told him to fuck off because it was the first message he sent, and I'm like, "Well, that's uncomfortable."
Mhm.
And then he was like, "I'm also, like, married and my wife doesn't know." And I'm like, "So you're a cheater too? Cool."
Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, cool, cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
like, wow,
that's
bold. You
cool.
would be Calvino, you would
Yeah.
totally be surprised. You would really be surprised.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, and it's one of those where because I like talking about kink and sex because I like getting I want to get people comfortable with that, especially if they're maybe in a place where they're not used to somebody talking to them about it or whatever. But it's like I
Yeah.
again I and that's on me. I guess I just have to be more conscious of that. I have to be more careful about, like some people are just.
Careful how you traumatize those poor souls that are so much more innocent to these things.
Mhm. I've had so many conversations with women and it was all about sexual content stuff, but never got sexual.
Sexual
Yep.
healing.
And
Okay.
that is an
Ooh, got to
amazing
take the S off.
thing.
It's like stabbing me and not in
Yeah,
a
I was
good
about to
way.
say, that looks like it'd be painful after a while.
Yeah, it was not good. I was like, I might have bruises. But it's fine. Okay.
Not the good
Try
kind.
wearing a tie for an entire podcast. Oh, wait, you are.
Uh-huh.
You see what I did there?
I see what you did there.
I was
Yeah, he
very
really ties
deft.
them on. Hmm.
Wow, bold. Um,
Wow, bold.
yeah. So,
So,
but
but
here's the thing. Speaking of costumes, I'm gonna sort of come back to costumes and
oh yeah,
consent,
let's
so
go
it all
back.
goes together. But just like we talked, like like they say, cosplay isn't consent. Costumes and dressing sexy is still not consent. It is not consent. It does not allow you. Like I'm wearing this, and like yeah, I joke about, haha, I'm the super sub or whatever. I'm in a harness or what. It does not give you permission to try to dom me. It doesn't give you permission to take a picture or try to touch somebody. Or I actually saw somebody, I saw this at the Renaissance Festival and I thought it was brilliant. Um, not I thought you'll see why I thought it was brilliant in a minute. So I'm at a one of the leather shops, and my daughter wanted an eye patch. So I'm standing in line, and there's this guy who is clearly intoxicated, buying a flogger from for himself from a very attractive woman, and she's being very nice, and she's going, and she's young, like early 20s, and she's like, oh yeah, I made it myself, it's one of my, I thought I like it, blah blah blah. And he leans forward and he's like, so if I asked you to flog me, would you do it? She's like, and she didn't know how to act, she didn't know how to react, and she's like, no, well, I don't know how to flog. I would say no, because I don't know, and I don't know how to do it safely, so the answer is no. And he kept pushing. He's like, well, I can show you how to do it, I can do it. And there was an older gentleman beside her, and he's like, the answer's no. And the guy looks at her, and he's like, he kept going, and the older guy goes, finally he's like, well, I can, we can meet up later and do it. And the older gentleman leans forward and goes, I'm her dad, And the answer is no, and you need to leave my store because she said no and is not consent. Just because she made the flogger does not mean that she's going to use it. And I was
Mm-hmm.
like, I could have hugged that guy. I was like, yay! Like, that's exactly it. Just because she used it or made it doesn't mean that she's like, what? That doesn't give you permission to go freaking medieval on his ass.
Absolutely. I mean, God. And like I said, there's one thing being playful and flirty. Like we here at the BSBN, we make jokes at each other all the time, and we're like flirty bitch, flirty here, and yeah, a little cheeky there, a little cheeky there. But read a room.
Yeah.
Or
I
just said
know the
sure and
audience.
then just wailed on him really hard.
No, because that would have been exactly what he wanted. She did right. She was just like no. She stood her ground, and then I hate that someone else had to step in, but
She was very polite about it too. I was actually sitting there watching this whole scenario because I could see very clearly on her face because she was very proud of her work. And honestly, with the flogger he bought was very nice. It looked very, and I was like, oh, that's really nice work. She was very proud of it. And that's an example of it doesn't mean that just because they are creative or they dress a certain way, that does not give you permission to be a creeper. Like it just
yeah,
doesn't.
doesn't matter. We used to do this when we used to host Purgatory, which is coming back in February of next year. Very excited for that. Um, we used to encourage people all the time because it's a fetish event that everyone there is just down to fuck or into it. I'm like, no,
No.
no one here wants to fuck you. Don't
No.
walk into a building assuming because it's a fetish event that people are trying to let you put it in them, or get it put in you. You have to absolutely respect all forms of consent and don't have expectations regardless of the situation.
Mhm.
Now, if the person goes, I would like to fuck you, and you are amenable to that, you go, okay, well, there's the consent I need. Cool deal.
Cool. All right.
Cool,
All
cool,
right.
cool,
Yeah.
cool, 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 cool. But that's the biggest thing is like if they're dressed as a slutty cop or they're dressed as a slutty pumpkin or they're dressed slutty or they're dressed provocatively in any way. And that goes both male and female. Because here's the thing is that people always think it's the female. Like I said, there's a lot of men that go around looking all like go shirtless or they dress sexy too. It does not give you
Showing
permit
some
like that.
leg.
Like leg, yeah,
Yeah.
like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies, that doesn't give you permission to go getting all like trying to grab his shunk. That doesn't just because he's male doesn't mean that every male is going to let you touch them. Like it's be
I,
respectful.
I mean, I know there are people that really enjoy pumpkin spice, but really, did you say slutty pumpkin?
Slutty Pumpkin
Slutty,
is a popular costume.
It
slutty
is.
Yeah.
pumpkin.
Slutty pumpkin is a pot.
Have you not
Yeah.
seen? Last year alone, I saw at least 100 slutty pumpkins while we were trick or treating, Shep.
I guess I'm just not that deep into pumpkin spice. I guess I don't know. Slutty
I'm
pumpkin.
not that deep into pumpkin spice either, but it's a popular costume. But listen, pumpkin costumes have been around well before the pumpkin craze, pumpkin spice
I mean, I
craze.
get that, but slutty pumpkin.
Calvino is like pumpkin.
Plum goosey,
Pumpkussy,
plum
pumpkussy
goosey spice
slutty.
latte. Mm.
Yes, I'm into that.
Okay, fair. Fair.
You're into. Nah, never
You're in a lot of things,
I mean,
and
what?
I'm here for it.
Listen, yeah, what am I not into? And I'm damn proud of that.
And I'm proud of you for it.
But you know what?
Yeah,
I'm
Peter
into
is
more than you
pan.
think. Fucking
Mm-hmm.
consent,
Consent.
consent. What's your number one kink? Consent.
Consent. Yeah. We need to make
My
that a
dick get
shirt.
mad.
My number one kink is consent.
There you
Get
go.
on to the roots. Make us
There
that
you
I
go.
will
shirt.
get on that. I will get on
You
it.
know
My
what?
number one
You know what
kink.
you never did? I reminded you of the thing, and you never did the thing.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You never made my thing. I need the thing.
Okay, I'll do it tonight.
Um,
I'll do it
Speaking
tonight.
of the thing,
I need something.
you
If
need
we're taking
something.
orders, can I have something?
No, no, no. You don't. Not that kind of thing. The thing. Speaking of thing, though, we do have
You want
something
anything
coming
too?
up. Boom. We have a 12-hour stream coming up for Veterans Day. Actually, going to be on a Friday, so November 11th at 2 p.m. Eastern to 2 a.m. Eastern. We are doing a 12-hour stream to kick off. That's not just it. Kick off our weekend of charity shenanigans for Mission 22 for Veterans Mental Health. We will be doing the 12-hour stream on Friday, which will include Dinks with Kinks. We'll be here being kinky as normal at our normal time. Um, but we will also be doing content all weekend long, including oh my god, like you're we go until we die 7 days.
Hmm.
We're doing a whole week, and then we're doing the apocalypse run where we just as we die, we end stream. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I'll be the first
As we die, things end.
one gone. I
No,
know.
because I think our goal is like we have 7 days to prepare for this, and then we literally do everything we can to keep everyone alive.
And the pussy's gone
I've
crazy.
already been
Yep, we see
formulating
it.
plans. And then Friday, Sunday after Nana and Pep Pep, we're gonna be doing Lasso, Halo 3 Lasso Take Two, and this time in place of Mr. Hope, we're gonna have a Shep joining myself, Nev, and Jay as we lasso it up, and we're not quitting until we beat that level.
Or until it's story time.
We're not quitting until we beat that level. So Shep, that's get good. You'll be reading a story during the stream. You'll be like, and I was shit, I died again. And it is all for a great cause. So please attend, tell your friends, tell everyone to come out and support. If you can't donate, share, support, help bring people to this great cause. And it would mean absolute world to us. It's our third annual
As
one. We're getting pretty good at it.
Yes. And as a my both my dad and my stepdad were are vets, and my stepdad he I feel like an organization like this would have helped him a whole lot. He did suffer a lot of PTSD, which caused a lot of turmoil, like especially before, turmoil in the beginning of my parents' marriage. So I mean, and Mission 22 has help for, like, they also have resources, and they help the families of the vets. So it's not just the vets, it is also the entire community that is supporting these vets, which is why we love Mission 22 so much. So, and we also have, what was the tagline? We also have the Twitch integrations for 7 days, so you can spawn stuff on
Mhm.
us. So the tagline
Hashtag
for
spawn
that
please.
is make us suffer so the vets don't have to. So
You can
That's
spawn
it. I mean,
stuff on
honestly,
her.
we have
Mhm.
all new. We'll have all new like donation perks, donation rewards, and all that. Lasso. I think the last one we're doing, we're taking. You know how Jay and Bear have send me to Valhalla. Well, we're turning
Mhm.
that off for point use, and we're gonna turn that on for donation use, and it's gonna call it the Halo Wipe. Or wipe of rage, where you donate money and we have to wipe wherever we're at and start again.
Hashtag puppy for Aroogs. Hashtag spawn puppy.
Happy forward.
Don't forget to
Hashtag
wipe
puppy.
from front to back, not back to
So,
front.
and I mean, we'll be doing that. I have the TENS unit for electroshock streaming.
And I have the
And
violet
My
hey,
rope
balloon,
is
we'll
just
be
in
doing
twisted.
case.
My rope is twisted. I can feel it.
twisting it
It keeps
up. You're
moving.
twisting. So I do want to
Twisted.
remind everyone that's November 11th. The whole weekend starts November 11th at 2 p.m. Eastern, and we're gonna go hard, long and hard all weekend long. But we're gonna be cleanly shaven while we do it, or at least our boys will
Because
be, thanks to Manscaped.
And thoroughly deodorized and toned.
Oh, my balls are gonna smell so good. They smell so good right now. I can smell my balls from here because I'm wearing a skirt, And oh my god, you guys don't even
I
know.
You wish
I
you
don't
could have those
have-
ribs in
though.
the way.
can I put them on my boobs? Those are the only balls I have.
Yes.
Yeah. I
But you
don't have
guys
any.
could know, go to manscaped.com and save 20% with code DWK20. And, help support this
Delta
podcast.
Whiskey
Keep
Kilo
us kinking.
20.
What do they smell like? They smell like fucking champions, okay? Pure victory.
Because he is a warrior. He
I am a
is
warrior.
And you're a pretty
I
pretty
no
princess
longer
too.
I no longer have to go through the pain of waxing. I've got Manscaped.
They took my peen.
They took my peen. That was hard to be able to pick a little clip from that waxing video because there was so much. There was so much good and pain and suffering in that video. So,
I laughed so hard. The
right
best.
after that is when you couldn't hold the camera straight anymore. It went down to the floor because you were laughing so hard. Yeah. So, don't do what I did. Do the right
No.
thing. Go to manscaped.com.
Manscaped.
Your balls will thank
Get
you.
manscaped, not manscraped.
Or man yanked.
Man yanked. Well, unless you're into that.
I mean, you might want to get man yanked,
I mean,
but you want to manscape before that. That being said, we're coming to a close of tonight's episode.
Yes, we're going early so that we can read over into Jay, right?
Yeah, we're gonna raid over to Jay. We're not freaking out femboys tonight. We're freaking out whatever the fuck Jay is.
D Wayne.
D-Wayne. D-Wayne is a classification. But they're playing some brand new game that they're trying out for the 12-hour stream, which is why, we're gonna raid over to them.
Gotcha.
So the audience community, you guys be the
Tell him to kick
decider of
himself
whether or not
online
that's
first.
gonna be.
There you go.
Well, he's not online. I told him 11:15.
Oh,
I'm gonna send him a message now. Any final thoughts on Halloween and kink?
do it safely. Do it proper.
Safely. Yes.
But do it good.
I mean, we preach on here all the time. Consent, communication, and that doesn't change just because they are deciding to dress differently. That never ever changes. So enjoy the view, don't be creepy.
But also, women and anybody, take precautions. Don't let yourself be a victim. Be vigilant, smart, and I hate that I ever have to say that. That's like my least favorite thing in the world to say, that I have to say you need to be vigilant because it's not your job to not do bad stuff. But fact is, you still have to, and I hate that, but you should be.
Yeah.
Stay vigilant. Be mindful of your surroundings. Bring a buddy. Have your outs, because until we don't have to be vigilant, you have to remain. And bring
never
Shep.
trust
He's got a mask
candy
and a
from
knife.
somebody that isn't pre-wrap. That is don't if you don't know them, they can drug anything now.
I
If they
opened a
drugged your
Snickers
candy,
bar.
thank them because they spent a lot of money.
I took a bite of a Snickers bar and found a note in there that said it was trying to reach me for my extended warranty. They can get you anywhere. Check your candy. And don't just take candy from strangers, except on Halloween. But then check the candy.
Yeah, don't take candy from Dondero because no one gets stranger.
I'm pretty strange. You can eat my candy. You want some of my candy? I got candy.
I want candy.
No one wants the twig or the gecko berries. No.
That's just rude.
That is not rude. But I'm excited for Halloween. You guys going trick or treating this year?
I am.
Yes.
I'm very excited because I
trick-or-treating.
totally
I'm
take my kids' candy.
I'm not wearing this for Halloween, but just because I'm not walking that far in heels, first of all.
I am going as a dragon master.
Dragon Master. You're a
You're
Durgan
gonna be ready
Master.
for the dungeon.
Durgan Master. I'm ready for the dungeons.
I'm actually going to wear my rainbow onesie that you got me, and I'm gonna go as a problem.
It's me. Hi. I'm the problem. It's me.
If you're going on a onesie, maybe I'll do my Joker onesie then.
Ooh.
Damn. I'll do my rainbow onesie and come as a sunshiny problem.
I can see that. But you're not a problem.
Oh, I can be.
Well,
I am a switch. We never know where I'm going to go
you gotta
because
switch it
That's
behind
up.
true.
every rainbow is a motherfucking thunderstorm.
Do you fart rainbows? Inquiring
That's
minds want
glitter.
to know.
No, but I just a
Oh,
rainbow
glitters.
once.
Did it hurt?
A little bit, yeah.
A
Okay.
little chafy.
Okay, cool. And a pot of gold.
If you choose on the pot of
Uh,
gold, is that you coming at the end of the rainbow?
well, it gives a whole meaning to taste the rainbow.
Oh.
Well, on that note, boy, I hope he's streaming. He said, "I about to go live."
Wow.
Everything about that upset me, and I'm wearing high heels right now, and I love you for it. I'm so proud of you.
Thanks. I'm learning. It's only taken 2 years.
Wow.
We're getting there. Oh my god! So you got to listen to this week's episode of Dinks with Peach coming out. It is actually a really good episode, a lot of fun. I won't tell you the secret bonus ending for it, but there's a big surprise at the end. And you can listen to that anywhere you like podcasts. Just Dinks with Kinks, and rate it 5 stars. Tell your friends, spread it out. Help. We don't have a Patreon, so the only way we can.
Well, there you go.
I see it, and John, I am seeing it from this angle. So it was beautiful. That was hot. I'm here for it.
Hold on.
Mhm.
Ready for the whole outfit.
Yes, queen. Yeah. I like those shoes though.
Hey, they're good shoes, right?
I know. Those are cute. I like them. Those are cute. Yes, Slay.
Yes, Slay. But also, I'm very disappointed in you. You have been a naughty girl.
I'll drink my water.
Hydrate.
Now that's my good girl.
Yay! Oh, I love you guys.
I love you too. All right, audience, thank you so much for joining us for Dinks with Kings. This has been our Halloween episode. Stay tuned Sunday for the brand new audio episode where we're covering Big Beautiful Women. It's a great episode, very body positive.
Big, beautiful people.
Of course, follow everybody on the BSPN. There's all our links. Check them out for all the great content happening all weekend long, all week long. And we have content almost every day. It's amazing. Actually, every single day we have content on one of those channels. So give them all a follow. They're
And
all
you will not
intermingled.
be here Monday.
It's like the MCU for whatever the hell we are. Are we the BSPN CU? The Blue Skirt Boy Network Cinematic Universe? Because you might see something of this on Nerma Mace or something crossover Shep Stories. We are absolutely the MCU of
No, we're
streamers.
that would be the BSBU, Blue Skirt
The
Boy
BSBU?
Universe.
Yeah.
The
BSBU.
Blue Skirt Boy Universe. Yeah. Oh, I like that. I like
And as
that
a
a
reminder,
lot.
you will not be here on Monday, correct?
Yes, we are. We are not.
We will not be here Monday, and we said that last Monday. But there will still be a Shep Stories, and we'll advertise all of that out, all that information out on Monday. So happy Halloween, everybody, from the Dinks for
Happy
Change.
Halloween.
Be safe, be kinky, have fun. So we're
Hey,
gonna go ahead and
guys.
start that raid over.
Yay, right.
Who wants that rated J? All right, here we go. Good night.
3,